All right, guys, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. So what we got going on today is I'm going to go ahead and give my first impressions of the ICOTECH Predator call. This is going to be the Gen 2 GC320. I purchased this call off of eBay for $160 or $159.99, however you guys like to look at it. But we're just going to go ahead and jump into it, guys. This is the call that has the decoy mounted on. I'll turn the call real quick so you can see. However, if you just want to use this call as just a speaker, it does come with this plate right here. And so as you can see, there's just this little screw that's mounted on to these plates, as well as the decoy right there. You can turn it by hand. It's pretty easy. Just pull it right off. And that's also how you're going to access the batteries to the call. But the batteries for the decoy right there, it takes 4. It's going to be right there where you can see those grooves. And then behind the call takes 4 AA batteries as well. However, the remote takes a Energizer A23, which it doesn't have to be the Energizer, but I don't know if the model numbers are different. It's like a 1.5 volt. It's a really small battery. So you may want to take the remote with you when you go battery shopping. I went ahead and bought 2 just so I had a spare. But the remote is backlit. That's something a lot of people like. It has these preset calls. So there we go. Try and get that out so you can see it a little bit better. But it does have a crow call. That's something that a lot of people don't include in the descriptions, that they do have a crow call. These are non-programmable calls, which is something that is kind of my least favorite part about this call. The decoy also has a light on top. If you do any night hunting, so you can see where it is, you can turn that light off as well. So this is full speed on the decoy. Let's see, sorry. This is full speed on the decoy. So if you really want it getting after it, it does have a dial to control your speed. I'll go ahead and turn it all the way down. So that's how slow it can get. If you make sure that your call is turned on with a side button right here, you can actually control the decoy with the remote. So I'm going to go ahead and hit this decoy button right here. Stops it. And then I can press decoy again and it'll start it. So if you stop the decoy in the middle of its rest period, so it goes for 5 seconds and rest for 2 or 3. If you stop the decoy in the middle of the rest period, it has to finish the rest period before it will continue spinning. So if you think it's not responding, or if you think something's wrong and you keep pressing the decoy button, it's probably just finishing out its rest period. So we're going to click that and see it's finishing out its rest period, and then it's going to go ahead and go. But that's enough on the decoy, guys. We're going to talk about the remote for a second. The remote has a range to the caller it's advertised for 300 yards, and I've seen multiple reviews reaching it out that far. I have not actually been able to test it out in the field to determine or say for you guys whether it does reach out that far. Check out some other reviews. They stretch out to at least 200, I know. It's a lot further than some of the Fox Pros are able to go. But this is a very simple call. As you can see, volume up, volume down, pause and stop. And of course it has your calls. So this is an A and B swap over. So A is going to be up top, B is going to be in the bottom. B is going to be blue, A is going to be black. And you have your decoy control, as well as a LED or light that illuminates when you press a button. So if I was to press the decoy button, there we go, it's going to light up. Of course, the decoy is not going, so it's not going to do anything right now. However, we are going to go ahead and make sure it's on, and I have the volume all the way down, guys, so this is not going to be a loudness test because I'm not going to wake everybody up. But we're going to go ahead and play a little Coyote pup. And we're going to go ahead and play a goat, just because it's the same button. All right, guys, that's enough. I'm not going to annoy you with that. That's just showing that this call can play 2 calls at the same time. Something I haven't seen really out of a lot of callers. A lot of times I really only play 1. But, I mean, that is advantageous in some situations where you want to play multiple calls. We are going to jump back to the decoy for just a second. So this decoy actually detaches. It has this plastic ring right here that locks it in. But, as you can see, if you look in here, it has a hex pattern as well as this, so they actually sit into each other. And so if you get ready to put it on, just kind of circle it, and you lock it in, and then you push the plastic pin down and you're locked in. This also pulls off. I just use the fur one because it imitates. I use a lot of rabbit distress calls. So I typically use the fur. However, you can use a woodpecker distress, and it does send this with the call. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys look at the box real quick. This is the box that it came in. It's a very small call, or a lot smaller than what you'd think it would be. So this is a full-size keyboard. And as you can see, guys, half the keyboard right there, if that. But that does not mean this call is not loud. It'll definitely wake everybody up if I was to turn on right now in my apartment complex. But so far, I think it's going to be a good call, and I really can't wait to get out and use it. I plan on going coyote hunting tomorrow, and if I do, I'm going to throw some footage in of us just either walking in and talking for a little bit, or of how loud the call is when we get it set up and get it pushed out. It'll probably be about 50, 60 yards away from us, if that. But don't worry, guys, we're going to do a volume test on it, so just stay tuned. Real quick, guys, before I forget, I almost forgot two features for this call that a lot of people may be interested in. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to turn our call sideways there. And as you can see, that right there is for a tripod mount. So if you want to mount this call up a little bit out of some debris, like say some tall grass or tall weeds, you can do that. As well as it has a external speaker port. So if you have another speaker that you want to hook up right there, you can hook it up and you can get it real loud. That's something I forgot to mention, but like I said, guys, planning on going coyote hunting. So if we do, I'm gonna go ahead and swap with that. And we're back again, guys. So woke up this morning, and of course it was raining. Wind was blowing really hard, and I really want to get this video out for you guys. I'll definitely have some more footage of us hunting here soon. It's been raining almost every other day here where I'm at. And I mean, you can call in the rain, but us being a new caller and with the wind blowing, you know, excess of 20, 30 mile an hour, it's just really not worth it. We put the call about 80 yards away, and you could definitely still hear it with the wind blowing and it raining or sprinkling. We did go, but we didn't stay long. And I tried videoing some, but all you could get really was the wind in the camera. You couldn't really hear the call. So it didn't do it justice. So I want to make sure that you guys get a good, honest review. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that you can hear it, at least with the wind blowing 80 yards away, and the remote works with it at least being that far away. But other than that, guys, I mean, so far it's been a quality call. I'll let y'all know if that changes, but hope y'all enjoyed. Please leave a like and subscribe if you did, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.